Hey guys, what's up? It's that time of the month, I guess. It is Dota's time of the month for a patch, because that seems to be how often they put out patches, is every month or so. And this is the spring cleaning update, and they released the patch to the Dota2 test client already, so I was gonna show you a few things in there, but for now, this is a big update. I highly recommend going through and reading the notes yourself, because I'm only going to touch on some of the most important things. Whatever I find cool, whatever I think is cool, I'll touch on. So, anyways, let's get to it. Spring cleaning update 8.6.81. Inventory, you can now all click items, let them know that they're ready or on cooldown, or if you need mana. It's kind of cool. Item purchase notifications show up as graphical pop-up. I didn't even try this. Let's try this. Buy some boots. Oh my goodness, it puts your shop on the right side too. So basically there's an option now to basically inverse your whole HUD. Your portrait stays the same, all of your abilities stay the same, but your mini-map gets drawn on the right side, and your inventory's over here, and your shop's over here. And I decided to turn it on just to try and play with it, and it is just messing me up. I can't even really focus. Okay, but let's try this. Let's try... Okay. There they are. Boots. I don't know. I don't know what like has to be significant enough for it to be like, hey, graphical pop-up. Ah, significant. Flying courier. So, when people purchase significant items nowadays, I guess, they get this little graphical pop-up on the right side. I don't know if you saw that. If you want to see it again, I'll show you. See that? Yeah. Or wards. Or sentry wards. Or dust. Man. So many popular items. Okay. Then now that there's a grab all when you're dead, apparently. So let's put some of this stuff back. Let's go kill our guy. I want to kill our guy because I actually know of another setting they have done. It's hard to notice, but if you pay attention, you will see it. Basically, when you die, there gets a little fog over top of the screen. And it's like, just makes everything more like gray and like grim. So, alright, he's almost dead, and he is dead. So you can see it's just kind of gone a little more gray. I don't know if you can even tell. But now, supposedly we should be able to hit grab all, which we can. We can actually now exchange items while we're dead, which I think you might have been able to do before. But the grab all, I don't know if that worked. So cool. Let's see what else we got. Add a screen effect when you're dead. Blah blah blah. Friend request can now be done in this game, in the game board, scoreboard, battle points. New design for settings interface. Let's go look at this real quick. Let's look at the settings interface. So this is our new design for our settings interface. It's very... It's nice, actually. Not as many, like, tabs, you know. Well, there's still a lot of tabs, but I think they reduced it somewhat.
Your middle tower
so,
is under attack.
I recommend going through that and looking through there. You can see the draw right on minimap right here, and you can also see camera color shift when dead. So those are two. 2 new settings. Alright, let's look at Terrorblade, Timbersaw, Venomancer, Treant Protector, Magnus, Lifestealer, Clockwork, Vengeful Spirit, Elder Titan, Puck. Those are all heroes that have been broken up and ready to be modeled for, but ready to have items made for them. So I'm sure we'll see a lot of Terrorblade because he's a very, very popular. But you know, Venomancer, and he could be cool to make items for. Clockwork, we've already kind of seen some items coming out of the works for, and you know, that's kind of cool. Kind of cool. New treasure. Weird thing about this treasure is it does not require a key, and it does not drop in games. Basically, you just buy it from the shop and you open it. So, kind of weird thing. A bunch of bug fixes. I don't really care about bug fixes because I didn't know half of them even existed. So, alright, down to gameplay. So, general, I always feel is important. Roshan, base armor increased by 1. Attack speed now always continually adjusts based on the latest modification applied to the unit. So, this makes it so heavy attack speed slows don't linger into the next attack even after their duration has expired. Most impactful with abilities like Untouchable and Fire Spirits. Basically, it's supposed to make it so after you're done attacking Enchantress and you go on to attack somebody else, it doesn't linger as long as it should. So, or as long, it shouldn't linger as long. Anyway, melee illusions created by the Rune of Illusion take 200% damage instead of 300% damage. I guess they decided to give melee illusions a little bit of a break because they have to be right up there. Random draft hero selection pool 22 to 24. Captain draft hero selection pool 24 to 27. Captain draft hero bans increased from 4 to 6. You can now ban 6 heroes in a captain draft mode. Meepo is no longer available in ability draft because a lot of people were complaining about him because pretty much anybody who got Divided We Stand and was not how do I put this? And had some experience playing Dota would know what powers to pick. If they didn't know what powers to pick, it wasn't OP. But if they did know, it was OP. I just played one last night. I got Tombstone and Fatal Bonds and Bristleback. So you can imagine a hard-to-kill Meepo dropping 5 Tombstones at a time and then Fatal Bonding your team 5 times. It was devastating. It was actually a really good game. We did almost lose, which was surprising to me. But we came back in the end and were able to kill their Ancient after they had gotten Mega Creeps on us. So it was pretty fun. It was a fun game. Heroes, Abaddon. Abaddon is an important hero. Eggaham Scepter borrowed time now redirects 35% of all damage dealt to nearby allied heroes to Abaddon when active. Oh, the first time I read this, I read it wrong. But now I'm reading it right. So, 35% of all damage dealt to nearby allied heroes to Abaddon when active. Basically, he's like a shield for his allied units. So, say a team fight breaks out, and he's got an Eggaham Scepter. He runs in, and all of his teams run in, and then Tidehunter comes in. He's got 500, no, let's say like 420. So, and then like Tidehunter whacks him one. He goes down below the 400 threshold, and then Tidehunter ravages. So his ult's already been activated. Tidehunter ravage goes off, hits 5 of his friendlies. All of a sudden, Abaddon's basically back up to full health because 35% of that ravage hit. Well, each ravage that hit his friendly units, 35% of that damage went to Abaddon, and then, of course, when Abaddon is in his ultimate form, or when he's in borrowed time, any damage that gets dealt to him becomes health. So cool. I think that'll be cool. I think we'll see that a lot more. Works great in team fights. So pretty much can reduce the damage of all of your friendlies by 35% for 7 seconds. I think that's huge. Alright. Let's look at Axe. Axe is a big one. Counter Helix now uses pseudo random chance. So this has become a favorite of this patch, is these pseudo random chance things. Rather than them being completely random chance and being able to go on like a counter helix spree, or like not getting a counter helix in forever, it makes the heroes more reliable, and it makes it so like if you haven't had a counter helix in, like every time you don't get a counter helix, it increases the chance that you will get one, and then every time you get a counter helix, it decreases the chance that you'll get another one. So it like reduces these mega counter helix sprees, and it also reduces the chance that you'll have a counter helix never. And so it just makes the hero more reliable, more fun to play. Alright, then Batrider, Flaming Lasso, mana cost. Bloodseeker is a big one. Blood Rage cast point improved from 0.6 to 0.4. Blood Rage can no longer be dispelled. So what this means is Manta style and BKB will not dispel Blood Rage. So this is going to be pretty big. Also, powers like Purge or Press the Attack. So Bloodseeker, we're going to see a lot more of Bloodseeker. He's becoming very viable, especially with the Blood Rage cast point being improved. He can now cast Blood Rage faster. So we're going to see a lot more of him. Brewmaster, different mechanics. This is kind of cool. If you haven't attacked for 10 seconds, your next attack will always be a Drunken Brawler critical hit. And if you haven't been attacked for 10 seconds, Drunken Brawler will cause you to evade the next attack. So basically, if you haven't attacked for 10 seconds, you will always land a crit, and if you haven't been attacked for 10 seconds, you will always evade the next attack. So if Nyx Assassin's running around and he sees you just like running through the jungle, and it's been 10 seconds since you were at the last creep wave or whatever, and he hits you, no damage, 100% evade. So it's kind of cool. This Broodmother, they reworked her invisibility again, and pathing. Spinweb's free pathing is now disabled. Okay, Spinweb's free pathing is no longer deactivated when enemy has vision of Broodmother. So she still has free pathing while you have vision of her. And a lot of people would disagree with this, but I think what they've done is better. Spinweb's free pathing is now disabled for 3 seconds when Broodmother takes damage. So if they have vision, she can still run through the trees. But if they don't attack her, or if they attack her, then she can't run through the trees anymore. But she can still run around trees. But then all she has to do is juke you for 3 seconds, then she can dart into the trees again. Unless she's got something that ticks on her, like axes. I can't remember what that power is called. I think you know what I'm talking about. Chaos Knight has 50% chance to create a new illusion. Blah 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 blah. Poison Touch no longer causes a mini stun. This only removes instant mini stun at the start. The debuff will still stun the target when the poison sets in at level 4. Dazzle can't break TPs anymore. But yeah, I guess that's big. I don't know. I don't play Dazzle very much. I don't know if that mini stun's really great. Anyways, think what you want. Doom damage no longer ignores magic shields, so Pipe of Insight and I don't know, I guess Aphotic Shield maybe. And well, I don't know, it's A5. It's not really a magic shield. I don't know. Pipe of Insight. Drought Ranger. Gust knockback duration 0.2 to 0.5. Blah blah blah. Earthshaker. This is a big one. This is one they've been waiting to put out. Creeps no longer try to path around fissure. They will wait for it to disappear. Echo Slam no longer ignores units that are invisible or in fog of war. Creeps no longer try to path around fissure. This is huge because of ancient polling. I'm not sure if any of you know what that is. But ancient polling is when you block off the lane. Basically, you block off the lane and I don't even know if I could do it over here. Basically, you block off the lane. The creeps run up to. That's funny, actually. They kind of just get stuck in it. It's weird. Anyway. Let's roll. Basically, you used to be able to fissure across here, and you could block off the lane doing it. Yes. And then what would happen is the creeps would run. They would try and find the shortest path, and the shortest path would actually be up here. And so they'd run up here, and then you'd aggro them into the ancients. But it looks like now they just kind of run into it and stand, which is kind of funny. But whatever. Alright. Echo Slam no longer ignores invisible units or fog of war. That's awesome because I love Earthshaker. So anything to help a brother out. Midnight Pulse, area of effect, 400 600. That's a 200 AoE increase. That's pretty crazy. Let's see what that looks like. Action principle. Look at that. Look how big that is. That's massive. That's huge. Talk about counter push. You can like cover the whole river in that.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Yeah. Crazy. Awesome. Alright, cool. Homing missile now hits invisible units, so that's one you're going to want to look out for. Burning spear is no longer unique attack modifier. So what are we going to see here? We're going to see Huskar rushing lifesteal, so he can burning spear and get his life back. So that's going to be crazy. Jikairo. Dual breath range increased by 50. You'll be able to hit dual breath easier. Agaham Scepter macro pyre duration increased from 7 to 14. 14. It's crazy. Agaham Scepter macro pyre range increased from 1350 to 1800. That's ridiculous. I want to see what that looks like, because that's insane. Septa. Forgot to do item. Item. Ultimate Septa. Sky, embrace us. Alright. You guys ready for this? So this is his Ice Path range. Wow. Not to mention it lasts for 14 seconds. That's ridiculous. So if you, I guess if you can keep them in there long enough, that's pretty crazy. That'll be a fun one. Chicago's gonna be more fun to play. This is kind of cool. Something I thought was kind of cool. Let's do it up here. Alright, so if you didn't see, basically what Aghaham's Scepter does for Keeper of the Light now is it makes him so he's always in Illuminate form. So he can always recall, he can always do everything. And look at what else it does. You see this? I am a moving, unobstructed vision ward. You see how these trees should be blocking my vision right now? Well, they're not. During the day, it's just like Night Stalker's ult with Aghaham's, but during the day. So I can see everything.
A leading light.
I can see everything. And not only that, check this out.
Where were we?
Okay, see how that guy's health is almost gone?
Shine on.
Or let's maybe look at this guy. Whoom! And now heals for 75% of the damage that it should do. So not only does it do damage, but it also heals friendly units too. So it's kind of cool. Anyways,
The light shines.
Ghost Ship now has an AoE indicator. Let's just see what this looks like. Oh, look at that. That's just for allied units, though. Enemy units can't see that. It's kind of cool. Cool. Alright, let's see. Overwhelming odds got a big boost for heroes in the area. So it's great counter push. Moment of Courage now also has pseudo random chance. Lightning Storm slows the target for 75% for 0.5 seconds. So, you know, I could see maybe like some Lightning Storm stun combos with Leshrac. Frost Armor can now be cast on buildings, so that's kind of cool. Aghaham's Scepter Chain Frost no longer has a bounce limit. Is that not just ridiculous? That seems ridiculous.
Dead man drifting.
So you're just like, yo.
Quickly.
Basically, it'll just bounce forever until it can't bounce anymore, until it loses its bounce. We can now cast Frost Armor on buildings, so that's cool. But you're just like, yo. See, look at how many creeps are here. It's just like, this is that. Oh.
Cold front.
That's right, I need Aghaham's Scepter. Anyways, I'm not going to deal with that one anymore, because in order to show you that, I'd have to like create some super tanky heroes and make them all stand next to each other. I'm not going to do that. So, let's just move on. Aghaham's Scepter Laguna Blade now goes through magic immunity. It's pretty crazy. Remove Skira maximum target limit on Magnus. Ouch. Meatball base movement is pretty increased. Sacred Arrow has less vision. Heartstopper aura increased. Area of effect increased. That sucks. I hate that power. Reaper Scythe now adds plus 30% duration to the respawn timer. Wow, really? Ouch. That's crazy. Darkness Out also affects the vision of buildings. Repel no longer removes positive buffs from allies. That's cool. Repel will no longer remove Guardian Angel. Not gonna lie, I didn't even know Repel removed Guardian Angel. Stifling Dagger cooldown reduced from 8 to 6. Blur evasion increased. Wow. Her evasion's increased and her daggers decreased in cooldown. That's crazy. Icarus dive cast point has been increased. That's weird. What does that look like? Yeah, I see that. There's like a 0.2 delay before he actually moves.
Wow, it's hot in here. Here's your thing, dude.
Alright, Pugna. Decrepify mana. Nether Ward. So anyway, yeah, Phoenix has more cast point on his Icarus Dive. Shadow Strike. Reduce cooldown. Whoa. Almost by half. Fully leveled. It is by half fully leveled. She can cast Shadow Strike every 4 seconds. And the range is increased. We're going to see that getting leveled up really quick with Queen of Pain. Razor. Strength gain increased from 1.7 to 2.3. Wow. He's going to get more health. Oh, backstab now works when attacking allied units. For a deny, I guess. That could be really good. 40 seconds to replenish. Demonic Purge cooldown replaced with 2 charges that have 40 second replenish time. Huh. Oh. He gets 2 demonic purges. That is something else. Let's try that. Shadow Demon.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Alright, so you can see it up here. I've got 2 charges. Let's, I'm not sure if I can remember. Normal. On WTF. I can't remember how to, oh, there it is. Okay. So that's 1, and that's 2. So each one has 40-second replenish time. That's way cool. He can cast it twice. That's awesome. I like that a lot. Base movement increase. Acquisition range not maxing. Blah blah blah. Oh, nerfing Terrorblade. Strength gain reduced. Reflection slow no longer persists through magic immunity. Reflection duration rebalanced from 5 to 2.5. Wow, yeah. They did nerf him. Sucks. Craig's exterior gone up. Millie Whirling Axe's cast point does not have a cast point anymore from 0.2 to 0. Nice. Whoa. What? What have they done to Tusk?
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
That's interesting.
A chill
So let's try
wind.
something. There's 4 seconds for you to be able to cast
Your
a sub
bottom
ability.
tower is under attack.
So I assume
Agreed.
he can start the snowball and allied units can run into him while he's
Onward.
charging up.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Yep. That's just bizarre.
Going.
I don't know why they made that change. That's kind of cool though. Oh, and you can also load an ally into your snowball by right-clicking on them. So, and they just have to be
Your
within a
middle
400
tower
range,
is
so
under
like that's
attack.
like right there. Maybe not.
Your middle tower is under
Let's try
attack.
again. Oh, I'm not WTF, man. Or I would try again. Refresh.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So, let's just get some guys at different ranges. See if I can't do this. Yeah. Yep. That's crazy.
Yes.
Crazy cool. Okay. Ooh, 75% movement speed faster for each allied hero unit in it. And for each additional hero in it, it deals more damage too. That's kind of cool. Soul Rip, area of effect increased from 9. Tombstone, zombie death lust increased. Tombstone zombies no longer give any experience or gold, really. Yeah, wow. The bounty has been increased to kill the tombstone, however. Huh. Flesh Golem's Plague Aura now affects magic immune units. Free swipes is no longer a unique attack modifier. What? Really? Oh, Fury Swipes is no longer a unique attack modifier. What does that mean? What does it mean? It means a Mask of Madness or Desolator or something. I could see Mask of Madness becoming huge. It'd be scary. When Vengeful Spirit is killed, her killer is inflicted with a negative aura. A negative vengeance aura which decreases the damage of her killer and the nearby allies until she revives. No way. That's kind of awesome. See, I've always kind of hated Vengeful Spirit because I always thought she died way too easy. And I really thought she'd just run around, give everyone bonus damage until she died, and then she was useless. But now, when she dies, she's still useless. It's like useful for her to die. So that's kind of cool. Grave Chill cooldown increased. Shadow Word duration increased. Activating Wind Run now disjoints incoming attack projectiles. So this means escaping from Impetus with Wind Run is like now a thing. Because then, you know, if you Wind Run and you're running away from an Impetus shot and it hits you, it's going to do a ton of damage. But this will actually disjoint it. That's kind of cool. Da-da-da. Huh, Deathward has a faster attack time. Mortal Strike does more damage. Zeus. That's awesome. Lightning Bolt can now be cast on the ground, affecting the closest enemy hero in a 250 range. Lightning Bolt Flying Vision range reduced from 1000 to 750. Lightning Bolt True Sight range reduced. Arc Lightning cast point improved. I think, well, I don't know. It would be interesting. Let's test it right now. let's create a Zeus. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Create hero, Zeus. Nope. Z-U-U-S. Zeus.
Your prayer answered.
Create hero. Ricky. Enemy. And sometimes I spell their names different. Hero. Ricky. Enemy? There it is. Alright, let's level up bots. 6. Alright, let's turn Ricky invisible. Boop. Go invisible, my friend. Okay. Cool. Now.
A position of power.
Yeah, look at that. He's invisible, and I can still cast on him. Just if I know
Sound advice.
his vicinity. I don't know why it did damage to him the first time, but it didn't the second time. That's weird. Anyone else see that?
Onward.
He's too far. That's what it is. It has to be in a 250 range. But my vision can see him in a 750 range, that's why.
Very good.
So you have to cast like almost right on him to even hit him.
Not ready.
So, but that's still kind of cool. It's a cool thing. Ground crew respawn. Blood pact heal increased. Oh, nice. 530 per charge. Get more random regeneration from a clarity now. You have to be out of the fight for 10 seconds longer though. You can cast Cyclone on yourself if you're magic immune. It deals 50 damage to enemy units when they land. Your image now resets the current attack and spell targeting priority. Oh. Oh, I see. It's like, okay. Also affects other image shuffle based spells like Chaos. Okay. So I assume it's like if someone's attacking you and you Manta style, they won't be able to know which one. Like kind of when you Phantasm and it's just like, or when you Naga create illusions, you kind of just like, and like you have no idea where the person is, and it resets your attack, who you're targeting. Sharing wards with allies now requires a control key override. If you hold control, using a ward will only target heroes. If you do not, you may only target the ground. I see. So you now can cast wards where heroes are. You have to control click to give someone a ward. Wards can no longer be placed in the fountain areas. I wonder why they did that. Probably because in the last few games someone's tried to give me a ward and it ends up in the ground. Or on the ground in the well. But I don't know. I don't know if they needed 2 failsafes, but I guess they did. Ooh. Pipe of Insight now gives Insight Aura, which grants 4 health regeneration to nearby allies. That's kind of cool. What? Oh. Base movement speed, okay. Really? Shadow Amulet. Fade no longer requires the target to remain stationary. Invisibility still requires the target to remain stationary, but you can cast it on yourself, run somewhere, then turn invisible. So that's kind of cool. I could see that being used. Shadow Walk duration has been increased. Town Portal Scroll. Added an option to require a halt command in order to cancel a Town Portal Scroll. Huh. What do you think that means?
Yes. Certainly.
Is that in the... Wow, it's all buggied out.
The enemy's top barracks has fallen.
Teleport requires stop. Moving or casting a spell won't cancel a teleport in progress. That's kind of nice. 'Cause there have been more than one occasion where I have accidentally maybe run before I teleported.
Straight as an arrow.
Hey, look at
The
that.
enemy's top barracks has fallen.
I do like that. Anyways, guys, that's basically it. That's a patch. That's gonna hit the Dota 2 client. I don't know when, but it's already in the test client, so I imagine soon, really soon.
The enemy's
So,
middle tower has
anyways,
fallen.
just make sure you watch out for that stuff, eh? Alright, guys. This has been Dreth with Depths of Dota. Subscribe, like my videos, comment in the section below if you have something to say. You know, if there's a video you want to see, if there's something you want to see, let me know.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Okay. Take it easy, guys. Boop-a-doo.